Hi, welcome to the Can Do program for parents and kids. We are delighted that you're here. My name is Boaz and I am your host. Here we're excited about your family. We want to help your family to thrive by using our unique 3-step system that can change everything for the better forever. And we want to ensure that your kids have a great future without stressing out. Wouldn't that be unique? Watch closely. You're about to discover the secrets and strategies that will transform your family, get your kids to listen to you, and help your kids to become more successful. Let me share with you a case study. We've tested the Can Do program for parents and kids with elementary schools around the United States. This is one of them, Manor Hill Elementary School in Kansas City. The program was used for the entire school year with nearly 500 students. There's a picture of me with the principal when we launched the program. They made t-shirts which said, "Be a champion," because we sell kids on the fact that they are a champion. And they were amazed by using our strategies. Every day, it changed everybody's attitude. The kids' attitudes improved. The entire performance of the school improved that school year. A little more about me. I'm an internationally known speaker, author, and consultant. I was awarded Speaker of the Year by Vistage, the world's largest organization of CEOs. And I've had the great privilege of speaking for amazing companies all over the world, including Toyota, Century 21, American Airlines, Time Warner, and Xerox. I also appeared regularly on the Lifetime television program called The Balancing Act. I was born in Israel. There's a picture of me in the 4th grade. There is my family. My mother is holding my brother, my older sister, and my father is holding me. I've got the blonde curly hair. Now, I'm not saying we didn't have much, but I did have a horse. Take a look. We lived in a small house, 2 rooms, but you couldn't feel sorry for me because outside our little house, there were 50 different kinds of fruit trees. So if my brother and I wanted lunch, we just climb up the tangerine tree and have some lunch. So we lived there till I was 6, and then we moved to Tiberias on the Sea of Galilee. Isn't that a beautiful picture? And when I was 9 years old, we moved to the United States, lived in the Midwest in Oklahoma for many years, California for a long time, and most recently, I moved to Dallas, Texas. Now, it was my mother who taught me as a little boy the importance of using the right words, of certain concepts and strategies that she would embed into me to help me become a very confident adult. She kept telling me I was special, I was unique, I would do great things. That's where my feeling about family and support began. I've now helped over 500 families transform their lives, and now I'm going to go online and to help people all over the world. You see, I just recently got an email from someone that I helped 5 years ago, and that person said that I changed the entire future of their family. That made me realize that much of what I wanted to do was continue that teaching to families all over the world. How many people feel this way? Perhaps you do. That time just moves so fast and we're so full of stress these days. Families are the most important part, but things just get put on the back burner sometimes, don't they? I was coaching a CEO in San Diego years ago, and he told me everybody's coming at me all day long. People are just coming at me. The stress level is too much. And guess what? His family went on the back burner because he was so stressed out at work. So we used some of the strategies that I'm going to be teaching families to help him to reduce that stress and to put his family first. He started doing it. The results were amazing. The stress level was reduced. His family was happier because they were number one. And guess what? He got a promotion at work. So people have some of this backwards. We need to reduce the stress, make our family important, help them for the future. And guess what? That's going to affect your kids. We're going to make sure that your kids are happy and successful. Here are most people's beliefs. They feel that it's kind of hard to talk to their kids and to get them to listen. And, most people don't think that they're putting roadblocks in their own way. Well, when they actually are. It's like driving down a highway and, they put those concrete barriers to keep us from going into the wrong lane. Well, mentally, often we are putting roadblocks in the way of our own family's success. And the point is, most people don't even realize that they're doing it. And using our unique strategies, we show people how you use just 5 minutes a day, And that could change the lives of your kids and the future of your family forever for the better. So we've got ideas for you. My goal is to show you how to easily get the right words with your kids and know what to say. Wouldn't that be unique if you always had the right words? And how to get your kids to listen to you and to follow your guidance. Is anybody listening these days? I don't know. We call our system word power. Word power because we integrate certain concepts into your mind that literally become automatic. So you always have the right words. Your kids will listen to you, and we truly help you take the roadblocks out of your way. Why don't we just clear the highway and let you drive on down to a smooth future? 5 minutes a day, that's all it's going to take. Most of us are very busy. We call it the 5-minute transformation. You're going to love it. Now, if you stay with me until the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you something special. You'll want to stay with me because what I'm going to give you can literally change the future of your kids and your family for the better forever. So stay with me. It'll be worth your while. Now, what makes this program different? Well, let's keep in mind that in ordinary schooling, there is not a single course on how to get along with people. Where are we spending most of our lives? We're trying to get along with our spouse, with our kids, with people at work. And here's a glaring revelation. 80% of your child's success is due to their attitude, not to their schooling. I know most people think if I send my kids to an expensive school, well, one family I coached in Buffalo, New York, they thought that sending their kids to a very expensive private school would help, but the kids were not doing any better than they were in ordinary schooling. So we did our family analysis of them, used our concepts and our theories, and you know what? The kids' attitudes improved, and they started doing better in school. It's amazing. So once again, 80% of your child's success is not due to the schooling, but to their attitude. Think about people like Bill Gates. They didn't get the best schooling in the country, didn't go to Ivy League schools, but their attitude was unique. So this program deals with these important points, and they can change the future of your family forever. So it all begins with communications. It certainly does. Most parents only spend about 7 minutes a day. Just get this, 7 minutes a day truly communicating with their kids, while kids spend several hours a day consuming media, like this little boy in the picture. So the question is, are we speaking with our kids or at our kids? I remember years ago when I had my office in my home, and my kids were small at the time. They're running around the house, and I'm trying to focus on my work, and they're coming and wanting my attention. And I would just say, just go do this, go do that, just go do something. And you know what? I realized I was speaking at them, but not with them. An amazing difference. So how much of our communications, I wonder, is a result of conflict? If we think about it, much of it is, and that's not helping anybody. Are we asking questions or are we giving orders? There's a real glaring point. As a parent, I did some right things, I did some wrong things. Along the way, I found some things that were very interesting. So after doing the wrong things for a while, here's what I discovered. I discovered that saying specific words to my kids would get them to listen every time without fighting. Wouldn't that be novel in your family? And so there is a way to condition your mind to automatically stop criticizing, condemning, and complaining, making it just a part of your DNA, so it just happened automatically. And our system teaches you how to do that, and it can take less than 5 minutes a day. Our daily techniques can change everything in less than 5 minutes. So here's my story. I discovered these concepts the hard way, but you get to cheat and get to find out about them the easy way. Now, the hard way is very much like this maze. You wonder, do I go right, left? How do I get through this thing? Most people use words with their kids that program them for failure. What? Exactly. And they don't even realize it. Most people criticize, condemn, or complain. And once again, they're setting their kids up for failure. And most parents affirm daily what they don't want. And that also sets up their kids for failure. So the question is, do you want the easy way to change your family's future, or maybe for the better direction forever? We have the easy way. So in the past, I had a fixed mindset. I didn't watch my words with my kids. I criticized, condemned, complained, and you know what? The results were not very good. They were negative and they were destructive. So I came up with 3 secrets. After a lot of study, a lot of heartaches, I thought there's got to be a better way to do this. So here's secret number 1. I'm going to show you how to automatically get the right words every time. Wouldn't that be unique? Automatically. Secret 2, how to easily retrain your mind so that you can stop criticizing, condemning, or complaining. And secret 3, how to radiate positive thoughts to your kids using our secret formula so it becomes automatic. So here's secret number 1, how to automatically get the right words every time. How about a step-by-step resource that will instantaneously get you the right words you need every time? That could change the future of your entire family for the better. So how did this strategy change John and Mary's life? I coached them in San Diego years ago. Their son was a 5th grader diagnosed with ADD. The school nurse wanted to put him on Ritalin. And so we used some of our strategies to help families. And you know what? Within a couple of weeks, his attitude improved. His behavior at school improved. He wasn't put on Ritalin at all. And by the end of that school year, that little boy won the school spelling bee. How's that for great progress? Here's secret number 2. How to easily retrain your mind to stop criticizing, condemning, or complaining. Our system will automatically retrain your mind in a positive direction. Wouldn't that be neat? Words have power to build up or to tear down our kids emotionally for the rest of their lives. So we've got to find ways to stop doing what doesn't help them. How did the system work for Liz in Pittsburgh? Oh my goodness. She would criticize, condemn, or complain to her daughter. And using our system, she found a way to be able to stop that automatically. Her daughter started using the program, the Can Do program for parents and kids, and within a couple of weeks, her attitude improved. And she told her mom, I wish we could have this system in our school. She loved it. It changed everything. So here's secret number 3. How to radiate positive thoughts to your kids. Words, become thoughts. Thoughts, whether positive or negative, become actions, and actions have consequences. But it's difficult these days, with all the stress we have because of work, because of finances, because of all types of things. How in the world can we radiate positive thoughts to our kids when I'm simply struggling to just get along as a parent and take care of all of my responsibilities? Well, that will change because our system and process will help you radiate positive energy even when you don't feel like it. And that indeed will change the future of your kids for the better. So how did this formula work with Margaret and her son in Dallas? He was having problems getting along in school. I think he was a 6th grader. And she started using our secrets and our concepts. And her little boy was doing the Can Do program every day for just a few minutes a day. And one day he comes out of school and he is happy, he is cheerful, not the way she was used to seeing him coming out of school. And she asked him, how come you're so happy? And he said, Mr. Boaz, referring to me because they hear messages from me every day on the Can Do program. He said, Mr. Boaz said, I am a champion. How's that? She radiated positive thoughts to her little boy. He then radiated positive thoughts back to her. And he ended up doing very well that school year. Simply incredible. Now, would you agree the past few minutes that I've shared some really important things and this has been valuable so far? But I can't really cover everything I need to help you to become successful with your family, with your kids in 30 minutes or even all day. But I do have a special offer so you can get everything you need to change the future of your family, to nurture a happy, successful family with successful kids. So if you act fast, I'll give you a very special offer. Now, there are old habits and there are new habits, and old habits tend to die hard. When it comes to our kids and our family, If we continue, think about this question for a moment. If we continue doing what we've done in the past, and it has not been successful for us with our family, will it get us to where we want to be in the future? I don't think so. But you're going to be thrilled, I guarantee it. When we start implementing the Simple Daily Can-Do program, the exercises of the program, the strategies, the formulas, you are going to be thrilled with a positive impact on your kids and on your family, and it won't take long. Here's what you're going to get. The Amazing Can-Do Program for Parents and Kids Manual, where we share with you the various concepts that really make all of this work in a step-by-step process. The inspirational Can-Do stories, you're going to love these. They're based on animals and what makes animals so warm and kind to people. You're going to love the Can-Do stories. Your kids will absolutely love them. And they will love the Can-Do Critters workbook, exercises to help them implement these ideas. And then there are 31 positive daily audio messages to make sure we continue the program with your kids in a very positive direction. And then to top it all off, to make sure this system works and really takes effect with your family, there is a 7-week parenting course where we will implement these ideas and make sure they become a part of your future, because it takes at least 21 days to change a habit. So we can't just give you the program and say, do it. Most people would appreciate somebody walking them through the process and helping them achieve the great results we've seen through the Can-Do program for parents and kids. But who has this worked for? Schools in several states, as I shared with you in Kansas City. We've also tested in Detroit and a few other cities. Thousands of kids between the ages of 4 and 12 and parents who saw their home lives improve. They became more positive and their kids became happier, more productive, and more successful. I had two choices when it came to this program. I could either go cheap, as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of the programs as possible, but it wouldn't incentivize me to really stack the value. But the second option requires a little higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee your success. Here are some testimonials. Casey, age 5, Tampa, Florida. He said, I love the Can-Do messages every morning. They tell me that I'm a champion and get me to high-five my champion sign. He also liked the workbook and the fun exercises. John and Mary in San Diego, I mentioned to you a while ago about the 5th grader who became the school spelling bee champion and the vice principal of that school in Kansas City. She is a mother, and she said she loved how it promotes positive self-esteem and also a great attitude. There are some key words. Positive self-esteem. Think about this. Where do our kids get that these days? Where do they get positive self-esteem? Where are they taught about confidence, about kindness? Our principles will help them to do that through our formula. And then I mentioned Margaret in Dallas. That's the situation. These people found the program to be highly beneficial. So here's what you're going to get. Let's review again. The Amazing Can-Do Program for Parents and Kids Manual, the inspirational stories, the Can-Do Critters Workbook, the 31 daily audio messages for your kids, and the highly productive 7-week parenting course to implement the entire program. A total value of $21,991. But wait, I'm going to give you a bonus. Bonus number 1, removing panic. Think about this for a moment. If we're honest with each other, don't we as adults sometimes have problems with panic, with stress? What about our kids? All of the stresses they're feeling from other kids, from social media these days. This is a bigger problem, I believe, than we even realize. And I know how tough it can be. I remember years ago when I put a lot of money into a business situation in California, money I couldn't afford to lose. And then the day came to launch this program with all this money, and the entire thing just flopped. The whole thing just flopped, went nowhere. I lost a bundle of money that I couldn't afford to lose, and I've got to tell you, I know I had a panic attack. I literally shivered in my whole body. I felt like everything had just been lost. And after I finally got settled down and realized how I could move my way through the moment, I thought, wait a minute. This was really horrifying to me. What if I could do some research? And what if I could come up with a program that could help people to avert panic attacks like I had? And this is what I came up with. It's a program after several years of research called Panic Cease. It's a very productive program to take control of anxiety and panic attacks. Think about this. If this is all you got out of this program, it helped you as a parent or your child from having a panic attack or from being upset by stress to a point that they cannot perform in school, wouldn't that be worth it? Just that. This is a $4,500 value, and it's a bonus to the first 30 people only. Now, bonus number 2 for parents. We want to help your kids, but we also want to help you as an adult. And so we've put together a 30-day prosperity plan. This is 31 audio messages for every day of the year to help you as a parent to become more successful, to become happier, maybe to get you a raise, to get you a promotion, to start a new business. You will love this particular program, and we value it at almost $4,000, and it goes to the first 20 people only. Now here's what you're going to get. The amazing Can-Do program for parents and kids manual, the inspirational Can-Do stories, the creative Can-Do Critters workbook, the 31 daily positive audio messages for your kids, the 7-week parenting course to implement all of this, the number 1 bonus, the incredible Panic Cease program, the number 2 bonus, the 30-day prosperity plan, audio messages for adults to become happier and more successful. Let's think about this. If all this did was the following: help your kids have a better and more positive attitude, would it be worth it? Help your kids do better in school, would it be worth it? Help your kids become happier and more successful in life, would it be worth it? Help your kids grow up not being anxious or get panic attacks, would it be worth it? Have your kids become responsible with money, would it be worth it? Or create a better home life for the entire family, would it be worth it? Would it be worth any one of these things? I believe the answer is yes. What are these ideals worth? With that kind of a future, what kind of a future would you like for you, for your kids and your family? Would it be worth to get that? Would you pay $1,000? Would you pay $10,000? Would you pay $25,000 or more? How much would you pay to get those improvements in your family and in the future of your kids? Some would say it could be priceless. Now, for the 7-week parenting course, you're going to get 2 experts for the price of 1. Me, right there, and my co-founder of the program, Cynthia Spoon. She was the originator of the Can-Do program, began doing research in 1991 after many years of being very interested in kids, their self-esteem, their confidence. She did a lot of research and she started writing children's books. And so she wrote in 1993 the Can-Do. She formed the Can-Do group and she wrote the Can-Do Critters workbook. Eventually, that grew into other things, into the Can-Do stories with animals. And eventually it turned into the Can-Do program for parents and kids. There we are, and let me introduce you to the mascots of the program. There's Jordy, the cute dog. He was Cindy's pet many years ago. She loved Jordy. And in more recent years, she had the Mizu. That's the cute cat in the lower right. And at the fictitious Can-Do School of Champions, our mascot is the Mizu. So what do people say? I mentioned to you a while ago about Liz in Pittsburgh. She played the audio messages for her daughter, her 9-year-old, every morning. She stopped criticizing, condemning, and complaining, and it changed the life of her family for the better forever. Now you can see why the Can-Do program for parents and kids and the 7-week parenting course are a good deal. At $30,488, that's how much we value the entire program. But in order to make the entire program more accessible, we offer it to the general public for $9,997. But this is once-in-a-lifetime offer, what I'm about to mention right now. As an end-of-the-year special, you can get the entire program. You can start changing your family's future, including the 7-week parenting course, for just $2,997. So here's how to get started. Click below the button and let's schedule a Zoom meeting to talk about getting you enrolled in the program and in the future of your kids. You actually cannot buy this program right this second. We've got to talk about it first, and we start with a Zoom meeting to learn more about your family. So let's review what you're going to get. The amazing Can-Do program for parents and kids manual, the inspirational Can-Do stories, the creative Can-Do Critters workbook, the 31 daily positive motivating audio messages for your kids, the 7-week parenting course, the Panic Cease program, and the 30-day prosperity plan audio messages for adults, a total value of $30,488. But you can get started now for just $2,997 today. But we have to start with a Zoom meeting to see about your family and your goals. So just click below and let's schedule a Zoom meeting to talk about the parenting course. Now, I've got another bonus for you. Number 3, for fast results. We created something we call the Can-Do program for parents and kids, parenting shortcuts. Because there were families that talked to me about the fact that they wanted fast results. You know, things were not going well at home. They wanted to see results within a few days. And so we took some of the best concepts and the best strategies and put them into small biteable pieces that you could do right away and get results. And that's this. And that is bonus number 3, which we value at $1,997. This is for the first 10 people only. Here's what you're going to get. The amazing Can-Do program for parents and kids, the inspirational Can-Do stories, the creative Can-Do Critters workbook, the 31 daily positive and motivating audio messages, the 7-week parenting course, the Panic Cease program, the audio messages for adults, and the parenting shortcuts course, a value of $32,485 for you today, $2,997. Just click below. Let's schedule that Zoom meeting to talk about the parenting course. Now, this is not for everyone. I'll be honest with you. You really have to want to take your family to the next level. And you need to have a desire to create your dream family. It's like being on a road. And the question is, what do you want to change? So you do need to apply for the program, and we'll see if it works for you and for us working with you. So just schedule the Zoom meeting below and let's get started, because you have 2 choices right about now. You can either do nothing and not take this leap of faith, or you could pony up this small investment today compared to all the value you'll get in return and just give it a shot. The real question is this: is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does even half of what I said, it could change everything for the better forever. And it'll pay for itself with a better future for your kids. So just click below to get started. And in life, there are various opportunities. With the Can-Do parenting course, we'll go through a 7-week process to make lasting positive changes for your kids and for your family. And all you have to do is just click below to start. And let me tell you the tale of 2 people. Some people think about things for a long time, and others clearly identify priorities, look at the options, and take action. So as I teach audiences all over the world, leaders make decisions quickly and change their minds slowly. Everybody else takes a long time to make up their mind and then changes their mind often. I do believe you are a leader, or you wouldn't be here. I think you're concerned and want to help your family become better and want to have your kids have a better future. And all we have to do is schedule a Zoom meeting right now. So let's show you what you do next. We're here to give your kids the Can-Do program for parents and kids and the Can-Do Advantage. In order to bring that advantage to your kids and your family, we should talk. Is this worth a few minutes? What if, together, in our 7-week parenting Can-Do course, we could take your kids to the next level of success and happiness in their lives? That might be worth a few minutes on a Zoom call below. So here's what you're going to get. The amazing Can-Do program for parents and kids manual, the Can-Do stories, the Can-Do Critters workbook, the 31 audio messages for kids, the 7-week parenting course, the incredible Panic Cease program, the 30-day audio messages for adults, and the parenting shortcut course. Now, if you don't schedule a Zoom call now, I might think there might be maybe 3 reasons. Okay, you might think that you'll make the time in the future to do all of this for your kids, to help them with their self-image and their confidence, or you may think that they'll get this in school. Or you might think another time might be better. Well, what if the answer to all 3 was no? let's schedule a Zoom meeting below and say yes to your kids and to their future. Here's what you're going to get. The amazing Can-Do manual, the program manual, the Can-Do stories, the Critters workbook, the daily audio messages for your kids, the 7-week parenting course, the incredible Panic Cease program, the audio messages for adults, and the parenting shortcut course. I did promise you an idea at the beginning, didn't I? If you stayed with me, and you have. So let me give you the idea that can help you improve things immediately for your future. Start declaring the positive affirmation below in blue. Everything I touch prospers and succeeds. Just declare that the first thing every morning and the last thing every night for the next 90 days. Just declare it. You don't have to believe it. Just state it and watch what happens. You're about to program your mind productively, like we're about to program your mind to help your kids automatically. It's the same system. Now, to the first 10 people who schedule a Zoom meeting with me, the first 10 people, I'm going to give you something really special. I'm going to help you with something about your kids, your family, and the Can-Do parenting course. For those of you who click on the Zoom, I'm going to customize for you a personal goals card, GOALS. This is going to truly change things immediately for you. So, for the first 10 people who click for the Zoom meeting, I'm going to customize the goals card for you, and watch how that begins to change things immediately within a day or two. So it's time for action. Let's schedule a Zoom meeting right now. Get started now. $29.97 today. Click below and let's schedule a Zoom meeting. Now, we want to make sure that you're the right fit for the course. And if this is not for you, we may have some other ideas to help your family. Thank you for joining me for the Can-Do program for parents and kids, where we want to change the future of your family and your kids for the better forever.